So I'm in the woods and started this practice yesterday in the woods because it's the coolest place to be other than being in a dark room with a fan on, isn't it, Milo? So we're here in the woods and I'm leaning forward because I just pressed play and set the camera up. But I'm just taking my sitting bones back and wide. My knees are soft and wide. Can't see my feet, but they're facing in. You'll see my feet later. So, as some of you will know, I realised after a scan that I had pretty bad arthritis in the hips. And I know just the thought of that frightens people. And then fear attacks the body, restricts movement of the muscles. Everything's restricted with stress when you're stuck. Well, that's what fear is, you're stuck. So I, as a yogi, practice non-attachment as much as I can. So we practice postures, we practice asana, because it feels good. It feels good. And I enjoyed working on hips, and I thought that part of my practice was behind me, and to let it go. Sometimes when you let things go, when you lose that grip, grasp, things just get a little easier. So we're looking for a sense of ease in our bodies, a sense of ease in our practice. In the practice of awareness that we develop when we fully enter our bodies, bring awareness to all its wonderful parts, and we can appreciate the beauty and the complexity and the wonder of our bodies. So, Sukhasana means to sit at ease with the breath. So if you googled Sukhasana, it wouldn't look like this. It's my right knee that's elevated in comparison to my left. So before I was diagnosed with arthritis, my right knee was down here too. However, as a young child, I sat like that, with a rounded spine, hugging onto my shins, maybe using my hip flexors to just keep me up as best as I could. And through my yoga practice that I've been seriously about 10 years now. So working towards Sundial, just rolling wider than my sitting bones, transfer my weight on that pelvis. A little twist, using those elbows, Just inside that inner thigh, and that rib cage. Spin the heart one way, your gaze the other. Just gently rotate, long shoulders away from the ears. The thoracic spine in rotation. Isolate the neck. So, thank you Christina Sal for this tip of internal rotation of hips. I'm lifting my sitting bone. So the foot is a reflection of the hip and vice versa. I can think about rolling the hip in. Or I can lead with the ball of my big toe and take it to that inner ankle. Side seam to the inner knee, keep rolling in. And I'm going to bring that leg down and twist towards it. You can still lift that sitting bone again. Softening the right knee, my right knee. I'm looking around, the extra twist is just to see that my dog is behind me in the woods. He's fine. So a little twist. So again, you can lift and take that right sitting bone further back. And then we're just going to draw the tummy muscles into the spine. Look down as you do that. Bring the chin to the chest. And then wave from the base of the spine, the sacrum. Again, a little twist to the left. Take that left, right, twist to the right side, twist to the right. So again, lifting the belly and waving down. So again, I can keep taking the sitting bones back and wide and continuing that twist. So again, just lifting the belly, chin to chest, and wave into head to knee posture. Head to knee posture. Although it's really chest, belly to thigh. Chest and belly. So lift the belly. So I'm not rushing to straighten my leg. Roll up. In and up. Again, tilt that pelvis back. In and up, lengthen rib cage. Heart to the right. Again, the shoulders down, gaze towards that front shoulder. Ease off. Draw in and up. I'll bring that hand around, take hold of that thigh. Yoga's a practice of self-discovery. See what you can do, see what you can't do. Just observe, don't judge. So bringing my right hip in. So I can, in rotation, bring my heel. So I have the movement there, my right hip. That you can see in comparison immediately to the left. So obviously the movement of this hip affects this hip. I can stay here with my left leg straight and look at where my knee is, my right knee is. So sitting bones grounded. So bring in the left leg in, rolling that hip in, this hip clearly has an effect on this hip. So be mindful of that. Rather than starting Janu Shasana, head to knee posture, with a straight leg and heel to the groin, and then just fold him. Get either side of the pelvis to get used to the idea of them working in opposition. One side affects the other. In and up. So taking that to the other side. So with my I was going to do that internal rotation. So taking the weight into that my right hip. So if I think about pushing, so I can, hip and foot reflection, the same. So going to roll that big toe side of the foot away. So trying to bring the knee towards my right, rolling, inwardly rotating, taking that sitting bone back one. Going to bend that knee, bring the heel down, ground, but still widen that sitting bone, and let the hip roll back. So it's neutral, but via that internal twist. So bending that right knee. So again, taking that sitting bone back and wide. So this is my dodgiest hip. So I won't be bringing this foot back nearly as much. I'm probably about there anyway. So I might take the leg wide just so you can see the head to knee, which is a twist. It is a twist towards what's working towards being a straight leg. So still lifting that belly, drawing chin to chest, way deeper into the posture. Maybe play around with those sitting bones. So again, lift the belly and wave. So I'm not really, I can play around with it a little bit more. Bring that right heel towards my sitting bone, still twisting to left, so draw into the tummy and wave. I didn't do this the other side, but I could easily have done that. And then, again, we've done this already, this internal rotation. But continue with that, and then think about taking that left knee back. So, effort and struggle. A little bit of effort's okay. Not going to do yourself an injury. So, maybe the most important asana is to turn your corners of your mouth up. So, bringing that back on the exhale. So, lifting that foot, lifting, getting into the shin, behind the shin, top of the shin. Still smiling. Okay. Good. So you can bring that down and twist from here. So on that out breath, twisting to the right. So again, that freedom in the neck. Still keep this sitting bone grounded, but rotate. So trying to get that arm not in line with the ear, but even behind that ear. Still smiling, and I'm feeling that from my elbow down the arm, behind the armpit, really, just all the way down here. It's gorgeous, it's yummy, it's gorgeous. So I'm going to do wide Janu Shasana. So it's still a twist to the right. We've already twisted to the right, remember? Because the other leg was straight before. So really strong on this twist now. I've been doing this for a few minutes. How long? 15 minutes, goodness. So, a sweep, twist, reach. So sliding that heel away. Still keep that right sitting bone grounded. Taking the elbow behind the ear, still rotating to the right, lifting the heart. Bring that arm behind the ear, not worried about straightening the arm, but feeling that length, that line from the elbow right down behind. Gorgeous. Oh, yes, baby. That's so good. Oh, that's so good. Yes. This is why I practice, people, because it feels good. It feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, you're doing something wrong. If you're in pain, permanent pain, it's getting worse. You need to look at your practices. There are some practices that aren't, it wasn't designed. Yoga wasn't designed to heal backs. It was designed to reach, for us to experience enlightenment. So the posture's evolved. To enhance our ability to sit in Sukhasana. To sit and be with the breath. A bit twisted, don't I? The ground's not perfectly even, and I can play with that, that's fine. So, not so much of this, but I'm going to go back to that Janushasana, but I'll be taking my right leg out, because there's only so far I can go. Acceptance. Santosa. Acceptance with what is. So, rib cage to the right. But we're going to do the twist to the left towards what's going to be a straight left leg. So, really take that sitting bone back, but keep a softness in the left leg, your right knee, my right knee's wide. Draw into the tummy muscles, wave that spine long, good. Take the sitting bone back and repeat. So you could be bringing the foot back and twisting. Taking the right sitting bone back, so twisting to the left. So coming up, so maybe tilt that pelvis all the way back. You can draw in and up from the base of the spine. Twisting, taking the heart to the left. Maybe take hold of that thigh, back of the waist. Ease off. So again, tilt that pelvis back to draw deep into the tummy muscles. Chin to the chest until you draw in and up, lengthen, and then twist into the left. So again, just jump. I think I've taken both legs into that internal rotation, haven't I? So this action, it's that inward, taking the sitting bone, but you can think about the big toe mound. It's that inward rotation. So I'm trying to send my knee that way. Come on down. So yes, that's where we did the head to knee posture from before. that one, that was right, we did it both sides. So roll it up. So, how we do? Probably gone a little before I could keep going on. I think there's lots more I could do for preparatory. But let's have a go. Let's see how far we are. So again, in that internal rotation. So did we bring that? Probably didn't do it on this side, did we? So draw in. I'm still smiling. Effort, not struggle. So again, I can still lift and rotate. Can I bring my arm in and take that into Sundial? Yes, I can. I'll do that on the other side, but this has been a long enough. Cheers, bye.